Dumb idiots.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dumb Idiots podcast. New year, same idiots, but we have a new guest with us today. And in the Chinese world, it is 2025 is the year of the rat. But this is America, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the year of the fish.
Oh, yeah.
So our guest today, know him from regular scheduled program, know him from putting on the best Emo Nights that Fremont has ever seen, Anthony Fish Slane.
What's up, dude?
First off, I gotta, before I do anything, am I looking at the camera when I do this?
you can
Okay.
look at the
Yeah, I didn't know
You
what.
can look at him, you can look at us.
I wasn't too sure just because, you know, when it was us, the program, we were kind of just in any dwelling and it was just always very low.
That is true.
Low production. It was very B-rated porn type stuff. So
That-
have all the flashing lights and shit.
That's
yeah.
true. That's kind of a nice, like, you didn't have the pressure of having a camera
Yeah,
on you.
so-
I'm not good with the camera at all. I never look at it. I like always look over here or over here, but you're probably better at it than
All
me.
right,
So
yeah.
you do
It's just,
whatever.
I feel like Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like,
I'm not sure what
I don't
to do.
but yeah, hey everybody, if you know me by fish, then you've known me for a while. You know, I don't go by that anymore, but thank you for bringing it up.
I have to.
Yeah, it's fine. You're one of the ones that can bring it up. But yeah, let's have some fun. Hopefully fucking make some laughs.
Yeah, I mean, we do go back far enough that I'm allowed to call you that.
Oh yeah.
And the moments have passed. Like, I don't think they could go back and get it, but I know you definitely bought me alcohol back in the day.
I don't remember that. But
No, yeah.
I'm not gonna say no just because it definitely seems like something I would do.
I had to have a few cool older friends that could
Right.
help me out, you know?
Yeah, I'm just old now. There's nothing about being cool when you're my age now. It's just like fuck, I'm in the latter part of my 30s
Yeah.
and I'm terrified.
Yeah. We are definitely at the age now, like, if you buy beer for minors, you're a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, there's probably a Hillary Duff fucking thing out there saying like, not cool if you do that.
Yeah, Dap's gonna get you.
Right. Yeah. That's a dad's against better situation.
For sure.
Don't want to just randomly get punched by Ryan Carnicombe. Jay Carnicombe, my bad. I don't know why I gave him the wrong name. Sorry, Jay.
Because you got by Ryan. It's
Yeah.
like us if Ryan could become dad against Predator, you know?
Yeah, I could. But unfortunately, that takes a lot of work.
No, yeah, you.
I would much rather just sit. I mean, they go outside. It's cold outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
And they run.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
And I don't know if I could sit on Grinder for hours.
yeah.
yeah.
It'd be kind of depressing.
It
Mhm.
does take I'm sure, like, it takes a lot to just have to see constant images of, like, there's another dick, there's another dick, there's another dick. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Yeah, when we had Monday on, I was gonna make like a gay joke and be like, "Well, you're the one that had to grind your account," you know. But no, I don't think the opportunity ever like
Right.
it was not
Right.
the right podcast for that.
Right. Yeah. There weren't any real good moments in, like, how bad,
Yeah.
like, issues with sex trafficking and, like, stuff with children is going. It's like, yeah, but it's kind of gay that you have a grinder.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it didn't work itself.
It just did not. Yeah, it was just too morbid of a podcast for those kind of jokes.
It's one of those things, man, where it could have been done and it could have been funny, but you have to land it because if it doesn't land,
Yeah,
yikes.
especially on that one, because you got, you know, a lot of people that are just fans of Dads Against Predators
Yeah.
tuning in. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are these assholes?
They're pedos.
These
Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, you do anything.
sympathizing.
Yo, oh my God. They throw that shit around like crazy nowadays.
Yeah.
Anytime you disagree with someone, you look like a pedophile. Like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is wrong with people?
Yeah, I do not look like P. Diddy, you liar.
No, yeah.
I don't.
You don't.
No.
If I shave, I do look like a pedophile. That's why my beard is fucking free.
It is protected.
Yeah.
It's protection.
I look like Ron Jeremy and Mario had like a fucking Down syndrome baby. It's rough.
I mean,
Beards are great, man. They're makeup for men.
And they had my chin.
Yeah, that's what I love most about it. I'm putting on the holiday pounds.
Oh, dude.
You'll never see this double check.
that's why that Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen is like so relatable this time of year. Like, oh, you watch him gain weight while you're gaining weight. You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Like, I swear, I think I probably packed on 10 pounds since the fucking holiday break.
Yeah.
It's just milk, cookies, eggnog, all the bad stuff.
Oh yeah. Do you guys have any like New Year's resolutions?
What the fuck is that?
Dude, I got some.
No, yeah?
Oh yeah, dude. I'm trying to this year. I'm really focused on eating more, drinking more, getting fatter, and just trying to be less enjoyable to be around.
I think you got this.
I think I can.
I believe in you.
I think it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Some big aspirations on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I think people do it all wrong. They've always go for, oh, I'm gonna try to better myself for the new year, and then they're disappointed when they don't end up doing it.
Mm-hmm.
If you said it like, no, I'm gonna actually be worse, either you're gonna hit your goals or you're gonna not hit your goals, and then you'll probably be like, oh, well, at least I guess I'm a better person.
Well, you got till Friday. That's quitter's day, so you better not quit. They say that's when people give up on their resolutions.
Damn it, I don't have any alcohol on me right now. I'm gonna shut the beer as soon as this is over.
Right.
Just fucking start pounding them.
Yeah, you should. I just need to eat like a whole cheesecake to myself.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna say any New Year's resolutions because you let off with that. So if I feel like I say that I have resolutions, I'm gonna look lame. I guess I have a couple humble ones or modest ones. I'm gonna try to do some stand up this year. I guess that's something
Really?
I'd like to do.
Oh, dude, that'd be cool.
And then yeah, I guess just be a worse person too. Fuck it. Like,
Right, you might as well.
yeah, I'm an asshole. And my close friends that know me know that if I'm in a situation, I love to make things awkward. You were just with me at Denny's the other night.
Oh yeah.
And I was definitely pushing the envelope of that waitress. Luckily, she was like cool with it, but it's fun when they're not then, because then I can actually see them like sweat a little bit, get a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, dude, it was funny at Denny's. He ordered something that I swear to God, it just looked like fried balls, and then there's this cream on the side that definitely looked like jizz, for sure.
It was a side of very thick ejaculate. Delicious though. Delicious.
It was good. He let everyone eat his fried jizz covered balls, and they were delicious.
Yeah. Probably like Fear Factor or something.
Yeah, well, they had like some sort of like maple taste on the inside, which yeah, I was like, wow,
They're pretty American.
Canadian
It's like,
balls. Oh,
we're gonna deep fry it.
Yeah,
And on top of that, we're gonna stuff it with some shit.
Right.
Then we're gonna give you a side of fucking sweet semen to finish it off.
Nothing says Happy New Year like Denny's 3 a.m. fried balls with jizz. Like, okay, only in America.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna lose some weight this year. Also, 2 hours into the new year, I'm eating 3,000 calories of deep fried balls and cum at Denny's while my girlfriend's passed out in the car.
Yes,
She was passed out in the car. Love you, Caitlin.
But you did at least order her some food for whenever she eventually would.
Yeah, she woke up. She recovered well. We got her home. She took a shower and she ate her food, and then she passed out again.
Well, there you go. It all worked out.
Denny's is perfect for that. You
Yeah.
wake up, eat some Denny's, go back to bed. It's perfect.
Oh, yeah. I know. I wish I wasn't such a fat piece of shit because I just finished all the food. I'm like, I'm not going to take any home with me. I might as well eat it all.
No, that's your part of your resolution.
Right. I'm trying to.
You're trying to gain weight.
I'm trying to do it.
You were full, but it's just like, nope.
Yeah. This resolution, I'm taking it seriously.
Eating other people's fucking. It's like, I'll take that.
Yeah, part of my resolution is not to do better for myself, but it's for my sports teams to do better. So I get like, why do things yourself if you can just cheer on other people doing things for you? You know what I mean?
Dude, that's what, like, I forget. It might have been before the Ohio State game or something, but I saw something where they did like a really exciting promo. And I'm like, this gets me so jacked up to watch other people exercise. Like, grab my beer. Just,
hell yeah.
But man, it's exciting to watch somebody else accomplish something.
Yeah, especially if it's people who you root for.
Right.
Like the Ohio State University Buckeyes, you know?
They look great.
Yeah.
I watched all those games, and I find it hard to believe that anybody's going to beat them based off what I've seen so far. Any given Saturday or Sunday or Thursday or whatever day the game's going to go.
Monday
happen. Yeah, Monday. But yeah, they definitely look like they're the cream of the crop.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They do. They look really good. And I don't know. I'm not overly worried about Texas. They almost lost to Scattaboo.
Yeah.
The great white hope running back.
Yeah.
America is all excited about.
I was talking to my brother during the game. I was like, he reminds me like Peyton Hill is probably like one of the best white running backs. And my brother was like, no, he's more like Christian McCaffrey. And then like 2 seconds later, ESPN puts a graphic up comparing him to Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
Mind you, they have nothing in common aside from the race of like the color of their skin.
Right. Yeah. It's very obvious. They're like, these are the only 2 white running backs we could find. So we got to compare them.
They were sweating. It's like, oh no, what are we going to do?
Yeah,
what are we going to do?
How can we do this in a way? Well, that's what, luckily, since this white guy is like, whatever, just throw up the graphic. People will figure it out on their own. But
being a white running back, what's more white than throwing up on New Year's Day? He was thrown up on the sidelines during that game, and this is very relatable for us.
I recall hearing that, and then she used the word violently. Not only was he thrown up, she's like, oh, he was violently throwing up on the fucking...
Women exaggerating shit.
Just projectile.
I don't know. That guy seems like he does everything violently. That's
Right.
I mean, if you grow up being a white running back, you kind of have to, because his entire life, I'm sure everyone was like, are you sure you're at the right spot? You keep lining up behind the quarterback. Aren't you supposed to be over on tight end or bulk up, get on the line or something? Like,
he fucking threw a touchdown pass.
Yeah.
He had a big catch. He had like fucking big ass runs. And not only that, like after a big catch, the guy fucking throws him down by his helmet and he still gets up, pumped up.
Yeah.
It's just the perfect. We finally had that March Madness type player that come out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate they didn't finish the job.
Yeah. He definitely, I saw something too of like his mom saying, oh, even when he was a baby, he would escape out of his car seat. And I'm like, that actually just sounds like neglectful parenting. I don't think it has anything to do with him being an elusive running back at that age. I think you just weren't strapping him in correctly.
Well,
yeah, that guy definitely fucks hard. I know that for sure. Fucks hard. But it's funny because we have a group chat for our fantasy football league. And like, I don't know, sometimes we just go completely off the rails. But one of our inside jokes is like anytime we're watching a game, like it's funny because we'll watch games together and then we're just like commentating with each other. So it's always like, oh, insert player's name to the Raiders. I don't know why we started doing that.
Yeah.
I could go into it forever. It's going to be very deep and nobody's going to understand it. But I remember directly saying, I'm like, Cam Scatterbo. Or wait, is it Cam?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm Cam Scatterbo and his impending domestic violence charges to the Raiders.
Yeah. If he gets drafted to the Raiders, he will definitely have to hit somebody or take steroids.
Yeah. His girlfriend definitely got her fucking cheeks clapped and smacked that night for sure.
But what is good is if you take steroids in the NFL, like they don't really care that way. It's like you get a few game suspension. You know, baseball where you're just hitting a inanimate object, they're like, well, you can't even be in our Hall of Fame.
Right.
even though we were totally fine with you roiding up during that time period. Now we know it's wrong and you can't do that. Football, they're just like, whatever, sit out a game and then go fucking kill somebody.
Yeah. I'll kick your girlfriend in an elevator or some shit. Come back in a few. Just think about it.
Yeah. Just run somebody over with your car real quick.
Football's America's fucking
I know,
sport,
exactly.
You know?
They deserve a second chance.
Or third or fourth. Or maybe a fifth.
Yeah, if you're really good, you deserve a lot of chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're not going to deny star power.
No, you can't.
Or if we overpay you, we're going to give you all the chances in the world, like Deshaun Watson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, give them all the chances.
Oh, my God.
What a flop.
Yeah.
Be penis.
I know, the poor guy he
got paid though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He hustled the shit out of Cleveland.
Yeah. He
Doesn't
just
take much.
Apparently, he just needs to touch massage therapists inappropriately in order to know how to be a quarterback.
Is that it? Like, so you think he's not doing that anymore and that's why he's regressed?
Yes. I think so.
Yeah.
I think he's sitting at home because his publicist, agent, everybody is like, dude, just stay home. And he's like, I fucking hate it here. I want to go out and touch somebody.
It's like rubbing his own thighs.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Like, tries to make his hands fall asleep and rub his own buttocks. And it's just not
the stranger.
Yeah, trying to get, but he just can't get it.
It's crazy because I felt when he played for the Texans, he wasn't that bad. You know,
Yeah.
worth what he got paid. I didn't think he was that good. but I didn't think it was that bad. So to see like how bad he fell off was insane.
Yeah, I miss Baker.
Yeah. Baker, touchdown maker.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't take much for us to miss a former player when you got players like Deshaun Watson who just don't care. He just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like, what is he playing for? He's never going to have another endorsement deal.
Yeah.
He's already got a guaranteed contract. He doesn't have to put in any effort.
No.
I don't think he cares, like, about like a Super Bowl or nothing.
No, and he didn't even want to go to Cleveland. Like, they just threw more money at him. Like, please come here. And he's like, all right.
Yeah.
I guess.
Barely even pretend he cares about the city. Like, it's not an ideal situation. But yeah, college football is like on fire right now. It's kind of cool how 3 of the 4 remaining teams are like regional. You know, like you got Notre Dame, South Bend, Indiana, Ohio State, obviously Columbus, Ohio, and then you got Penn State, State College, Pennsylvania, and they're all pretty close to one another.
Yeah.
For the longest time, it felt like the Southeast, or specifically the SEC, has dominated the sport.
Yeah.
And really, there isn't any geographically southern or southeastern teams.
Yeah, Texas is like its own separate.
Austin isn't really Southeast, I don't think. Yeah, they may be in the Southeastern Conference, but it's like Oregon and the Big Ten. They're not Midwest.
Yeah, and you know I mean, they like literally just got to the SEC, so like they don't even feel like an SEC team.
Yeah, hardly. Yeah,
but it is nice to kind of see the SEC get out a little bit.
Well, now that everybody can pay players, they don't have that big advantage over like, oh well, Alabama's not handing players, $200, $2,000, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NIL, I feel like, has changed the landscape of college football forever. And it's weird. I'm still getting used to the whole new, like, divisions, like how there's all these teams out west in the Big Ten. It's strange, but I'll get there.
Yeah, it is wild, especially, like, now college kids can make more money in college than their pro contract. Like, it is a wild world now in college football.
Obviously, we're not rooting for this to happen, but in the year of major conference realignment, wouldn't it be kind of fitting for Notre Dame, the independent school, to win it all? The year has been defined by conference realignment, and then Notre Dame wins it all.
That would be.
We don't even need a conference. We just need touchdown Jesus.
Yeah,
I respect that. Like, what, like, conferences are like, I don't know, like, they're becoming so watered down and pointless now. Like, okay, you got fucking 18 teams in the Big Ten, or you got Notre Dame, who just does what the fuck they want to do.
Yeah, that's what I've always like disliked about them, is because I'm like, no, that's fucking bullshit. You join a stupid ass conference, and
I don't know. I kind of like that about them. Like, they don't have to share their money with fucking like Rutgers or nothing.
Yeah, it's smart. But.
And I saw that like the other teams, like, so Ohio State, they got to share the $12 million for making the playoffs or making the quarterfinals with the Big Ten. Same with Penn State, Texas. Notre Dame keeps that $12 million to themselves.
Yeah.
That's fucking gangster. That's fucking like, yo, this is us.
Isn't it crazy that the college football playoff matchup is going to be Penn State, who famously had a child molester, versus Notre Dame, the Catholic school, and Catholics famously have child molesters?
Yeah, I didn't think about that parallel. You should work for ESPN with that kind of analysis.
That's a 30 for 30, right?
That is.
It's the Dat Bowl.
Yeah.
I'll piggyback off that because it's funny that you said that, because I did not know about them not being able to share the money. And I was going to be like, oh, that's weird that they're a Catholic school, because that definitely seems like a Jewish move. But yeah, I've been to that stadium. I haven't actually gone in, but I drove by it when at my old job, and I drove by Penn State Stadium.
Oh, really?
So I visited 3 of the Final Four team stadiums. Little unknown Shimfo fact, shitty information. There is a Ponderosa in South Bend, Indiana.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A Ponderosa is like a ancient relic. Like,
yeah.
I would be excited.
Yeah. When I seen it, I told I'm like, we're eating there. We're going to stop right now, and we are going to eat there, regardless of what's going on, because I need the chicken wing dings.
See, I don't think I appreciated Ponderosa to its fullest when I was here, because we had a Ryan's at the same time. And it's like, well, Ryan's is a little bit bigger. Let's go there. And then Ponderosa closes and Ryan's closes. And it's like, fuck, dude. Like,
and unfortunately, like, even if you see a Ponderosa out in the wild, it's like they probably won't have a smoker section.
Yeah.
Like I want to get hit with that wave of smoke when I
9 out of 10 people, if you bring up Ponderosa, the first thing they're going to bring up is like the smoker section.
Yeah. We're gonna get some smoked chicken and we're gonna go smoke in the smoker section. And now, like marijuana's legal. Now is the perfect time to have smoker sections.
Yeah.
Although that'd probably cut into their business. That motherfucker would never leave Ponderosa.
Right.
Like, he just
That's
blazed
his
off.
13th play.
This guy's been here all day.
And that secondhand high is affecting everybody. Where everybody's eating more.
Yeah, like everyone's eating all the food and they're not leaving.
We wonder why this country has weight problems and stuff. Like it's
A lot of New Year's resolutions.
we're legalizing weed, and like we're all gaining it.
Yeah. I give credit to anybody if they smoke and then like go run a marathon, but
Oh no.
that doesn't sound.
Yeah, I've never gotten that.
Yeah,
Like for me, I smoke. I want to do nothing and eat like a garbage disposal.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I like to smoke and go do my chores. I'm like, you're retarded.
Yeah, it's insane.
Hard R. Sorry, I don't know if I'm saying that on here or not, but
Yeah, right.
yeah, do not get that logic, and it sounds terrible.
Yeah,
No, I feel like I'm like autistic when I try to do like chores or some shit while high. I'm like, oh, dude, that just frustrates me doing shit like trying to sweep. And it's like, oh, this is fucking annoying.
Dude, that's what I tried to mow the lawn high before, and I just felt like I was like being way too critical of like, wait, that one blade of grass fucking missed.
Yo, yeah.
You know?
Beating yourself up. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
fucking
Like,
Yeah, being hyper focused while doing chores is probably the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I'd rather be totally unfocused, and then my wife comes in and is like, "What the fuck was that?" And I was like, "That's the best I could do."
Yeah.
And then she finishes it up.
right. Yeah, like normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it.
God bless the people that are functioning adults on marijuana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good for them.
I'm not one. I like to just enjoy, like, ride the high.
Yeah, I'm already even sober. I prefer to do nothing. So
Yeah.
if you just give me some other stuff, I'm really gonna do nothing. I'm gonna do nothing as hard as I possibly
I
can.
can't even play a video game high. Like I'm like fucking playing a game and then I'm just getting in my own head and I look up at my character and it's like running to a tree doing nothing. I'm like, oh fuck, I've been playing this game the whole time.
You're probably all focused on like his backstory.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
what does he want to do right now?
Oh dude, yeah.
You know, like, does he want to be doing this?
Just talking to the NPCs. I just feel like every time I play video games high, I feel like that one video of like fucking that was going around of Post Malone where he's just like, man, that's really cool, man. Have you seen
Yeah.
that video? He was fucking baked out of his mind
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah. Has no idea what's going on,
It's like
but that's okay.
that fan had quite the experience that day when he got to meet him.
Well, Fish, I gotta ask you about there. You had this crazy thing happen before where somebody was in your house.
Yeah.
I know you've probably told the story before,
I
but
told it a few times.
for anyone
But
that
no, it's
hasn't
fine.
heard it is a wild fucking story.
Yeah, I'll say it's funny because I was gonna go into like some random like tales that I've had when I was high. 'Cause it seems like when I do get high, I don't get high a lot, but it seems that when I do, always weird fucking things happen.
Oh,
But
yeah.
we can talk about that later if it comes up again. So I guess the story you want to tell is the one including Jordan Chapman, and it was a tale. So yeah, let me set the landscape. I want to say it was like August. I'm not too sure the exact time frame. And I work construction. I do asphalt. So I think I was outside just on my steps, just fucking scraping asphalt off my boots because it's just what I do. I'm a blue collar man.
That's right.
And I'm just sitting there doing that, fucking hating it because it fucking sucks. You got to be very meticulous. I'm using like a screwdriver and shit. Next thing you know, like this guy, like Crispus Attucks, runs out of this cemetery that I had. That's a deep reference. If you get that, I will give you bonus points. But no, I live by an abandoned cemetery. It's like I don't know what the fuck you call it. People like in there died from like Spanish flu and shit. Like just an old ass cemetery.
Holy shit.
Old ass cemetery. Anyways, this like tattered black man comes running out and I look and he's just like, they're trying to shoot me. And I'm just like, not gonna say anything to that. And then he's just like, oh man, they're trying to shoot me. So finally, I'm like, all right, let me see what's going on. I'm like, are you all right, man? He's like, no, man, they're trying to shoot me. I'm like, oh, who? He's like, they are. And then he just kind of runs. And if you go on my road, I live on a dead end. And then the cemetery is right there, like catty corner to the right. But if you go to the left, it kind of like does this like alley that roundabouts. So he runs that way. I'm just like, that's fucking strange, but whatever, crackheads, Fremont, just, it is what it is.
Just happens.
Yeah. So anyways, I remember going in and I didn't even say anything right away. I think it was like a half hour later. I just like talked to my lady. I'm just like, dude, the strangest thing happened outside. This fucking random like black guy from 12 Years a Slave just ran out of the fucking cemetery and he's just like, told me that somebody's trying to shoot him. She's like, that's weird. I'm like, yeah. And that was it. I just dropped it. Nothing out of the norm. We were both gearing up to watch Vanderpump Rules that night. We were very excited. It's a very questionable reality show. I'm a big fan of it. So anyways, we watch our show. I'm just living my life, enjoying I think it was Monday, Tuesday night. So we go upstairs and we go to bed. That night we happen to just fuck. And
noise.
Noise. Nothing else, middle of the night, I go down, I piss like twice a night. It's kind of my routine. So the next morning I wake up and I forget why I didn't go to work that early the next day. I don't know something had happened. Maybe like a rain day. I don't recall exactly. But I'm upstairs with the baby and she goes downstairs and, I didn't hear anything. And then she just yells upstairs. She's like, babe. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? She's like, there's a guy in our house. I'm like, what? So then I go to get up, and next thing you know, I just see this guy just scurrying across the street from like the upstairs window. So she went down there, and she talked her way out of the situation, which very impressed. I don't know, you have to have hella composure in a situation like that. She talked to him saying like, hey, I'll give you a ride. Just go outside and wait. I just got to get dressed. Got him outside the door, and then she locked him, and then he just ran off.
Oh.
So we call the cops and shit, and then the cops are like, oh, yeah, we're super familiar with this guy. Like, he is a career criminal. So basically what it is he had, when he went around the back, he had came in my back door, snuck upstairs, had to have hidden, like, my kid's closet or something, you know what I mean? Somewhere where, because, when I went upstairs to go to bed, did not see just a frail black man anywhere around. The lights were off, but I feel like I could have still seen him. He wasn't like Wesley Snipes black. He was a little bit lighter. But is that a little too racist?
No,
I'm just trying to set the scene.
Right.
But so no, yeah, once he was in the closet, he slept in my son's bed because he admitted that. He's like, oh yeah, I slept in the kid's bed up there.
Oh my God.
And that was like, that room was right next to ours. So I'm just thinking that there is a strange man in my house, in my son's bed.
Yeah.
Listening to us fuck.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, in the morning, he just snuck downstairs and he happened to get busted by my lady.
That is insane.
So, but it spooked her out. The only thing I kept thinking about is like, did I impress him with my performance that night?
Right. Yeah.
It's just like,
oh yeah.
Was he jacking off over there? Did he come? Did I make him come at least from my like?
Yeah, that would be a little bit like, once you get over the initial fear of like, oh my God, there's somebody in here with my family, something dangerous could have happened. After that, it's like reliving it. Like, did I do okay? Did I sound? I mean, because if you have an audience, like,
no,
never, if you're with the same person for so long,
never did voyeurism, so it's a new world for me.
Yeah,
right.
And I also want to go on the record saying that like my son, he's with me every other weekend, so it wasn't like my son was in the bed sleeping with him.
Right.
Want to clarify. He was not in the bed with my son.
Yeah, I think I understood it right away, but
people were like, wait a minute, where's your son at?
You couldn't fall. And you're hoping he was not noticed. He was like, I don't know.
Aren't you worried your son hears you too?
Dad, you smell weird in here. Very skinny all of a sudden. Yeah. So that was that tale. It was weird because we called the cops, and they were going to press charges. But then literally within like 2 weeks, he like choked his ex-girlfriend. I don't know why I laughed at that. He choked the shit out of her.
Yeah.
But, and then stole her car and then ran from the cops and then snuck into another person's house in the basement. So they're like, we're going to drop your charge. He's got other things to worry about. So we didn't really get justice, but I guess justice was served.
Yeah. As eventually somebody like that, everything will catch back up.
Yeah. So, if any of his, I had a lot of his family and this other like retard named Bruce. He's this Mexican guy. He has face tattoos. You are retarded. I hope you do see this. But he was like coming at me and my lady and like, yeah, my cousin will do that shit. Like coming at me. I wish I had the voicemail. I played it on RSP.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like, I don't even know. He sounded like Riff Raff, the rapper, the way he talked, like a lot of like lingo that I wasn't aware of. So it must be like new Ebonics or something. I'm not too sure.
Gotcha.
But yeah, man, you let him in the house. Because that was his story. He's like, oh, he's saying that you let him in the house. I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yeah, why would I? Why would I?
Yeah, I known him for 30 seconds. Like, it was weird, though, because I knew who he was. Just because, like, it's just one of those things, like, I'm very aware of my surroundings.
Yeah.
And Fremont, it's a big city, but it's not a big city.
Yeah, you kind of know, like,
I
especially if somebody
are
consistently doing
I love busted.
Eventually know who they are.
Like, I wake up in the morning, I go to take a shit, and the first thing I'm doing, I'm on busted. Like, which motherfuckers are in jail? It's my biggest fear, dude. People roast the shit out of people on there.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I'm gonna go to jail for something stupid. I just can't get caught slipping, fucking unpaid parking ticket. Next thing you know, I'm on there. People are just roasting the shit out of you.
Aside from the public humiliation, just imagine how free it would be. I'm gonna crash at some random person's house tonight. I'm just kind of jealous. Like, I just can't live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm gonna be doing some hood rat shit. I'm gonna be doing some coke. I'm gonna sleep in someone's house.
Yeah.
Power move.
Yeah. It's just like, dude, that guy doesn't care.
Yeah, I've hit the age where like even someone's like that I've known for a long time, hey, you want to crash at my house? Like, no, I want to go sleep in my own bed. Just to be so freeing that you're just like I'm gonna do a bunch of drugs. I'm gonna go in that house right there, and
imagine the confidence. I'm like, I'm not self-confident enough in that shit.
No,
I'd be like, oh, dude, like I'll probably look like a fucking crazy person.
Man, my house is home. He just down in the fucking kitchen at 3 a.m. just drinking orange juice out of the car and itching his pubes and shit.
Right?
It's like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, that man's living.
Myself at home.
LIVIN, living.
Just left a note. Oh, you some OJ.
P.S. You were fucking great last night.
Yes.
Right. Finally.
Okay. I'm not that mad about it.
Right.
You're overreacting, babe.
Yeah. Maybe that could have actually helped him when she came down. It's like, what are you doing? And he's like, just so you know, you guys fucked great last night. And then just like walked down like, that was the nicest break-in I've ever had.
Just think, that was probably like the craziest moment for you. And that's just another day for him. This is another fucking day.
He probably doesn't remember.
Right, he doesn't remember.
It doesn't even crack the top 5 of that wasn't even top 5 craziest days I've had.
That week. There's only 7 days.
That week.
I'm just confused on like what he thinks consent is because never asked me to come into my house.
Yeah.
Well, the guy they're shooting at.
Yeah, shooting at me. And that means you can come in my house and sleep in my son's bed.
So you agreed. You agreed to it in that moment when I said they're shooting at me, and you went, "What?"
Everybody knows what is code for.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good acronym. Would have
a time.
Time. Yes. Come in. Would have a time.
Yeah. Like, oh, well, generosity.
That was so bad.
You guys tried.
Yeah, we tried to make something out of nothing.
No, man. Sometimes it's just jokes fall flat.
Yeah. No, with that all the time.
Yeah.
Frequent listener.
Quite often.
But no, I mean, that was even the sleep in your house was even the craziest part of his story. He was getting shot at,
Oh, yeah. I don't know if he was getting shot at. Maybe in his mind he was. Yeah. I don't know. Like,
yeah,
there's a lot of unknown that it's kind of open for interpretation. So you can kind of take any parts that you don't understand and just kind of
fill it in yourself. Choose your own adventure.
Yeah, it's like those little ad lib things. You know? Make the story your own.
Maybe he's getting shoot up. She was like shooting up. Heroin.
Oh, they're trying to shoot me up, and I don't want to.
Jordan Chapman was getting shot by a famous person, Abraham Lincoln.
Whoa,
it's like an ad lib with my life story.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, especially if it was like an abandoned cemetery back there. Mm-hmm. It could have been like ghosts shooting at him or something. Like if you take enough drugs, I don't know, but I gotta imagine you enter into like a different plane where you see like old relatives are trying to catch me. They're telling me not to shoot.
Called hallucinating.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that's what that is.
You mean it's not real?
Yeah.
But it's their real reality. It's going on.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's real up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's...
maybe your reality isn't real. Maybe they're not hallucinating.
So obviously, he had a crazy experience with weed or whatever. I think that's a good way to segue back into... I know.
There's something strong.
I imagine it's not, but I want to segue back into how you said you want to talk about some of your craziest weed stories.
Oh, God.
So that was a pretty weak attempt at a segue.
We can't even start back on New Year's Eve. I actually hung out with him part of the night. But it's weird because at the end of my street, you come back to my street, when you go to take that left to go to the alley, there's a random trailer there, which, you just don't see trailers in town usually. There's a few stray ones in town. Well, one of my neighbors that live there, I don't know what it is, and I hope he never sees this because he's a nice guy, but I'm about to just go in on him. When I first moved in, there was just always this guy there with him. So I'm like, oh, that's my gay neighbor. I just assume he's not gay. But because I haven't seen that guy ever, probably a couple months in, he just disappeared, which goes into the next part about my neighbor. I think he's a killer.
Oh, wow.
Very quiet, has dogs, kind of keeps to himself, but very stern.
Yeah.
So, the last 3 weeks, I don't know what he's going through, but he's going through something because he is being erratic. It was probably the night or two before Christmas. I go outside and next thing I just see something on fire in the cemetery. I tell my lady, is there fucking something on fire in the cemetery? My neighbor's out there in a reclining recliner. He has a setup out of his garage facing the cemetery and he's got a bonfire in the cemetery. And I'm just okay, that's a little weird, but that's where you want to have a bonfire, kind of weird, but whatever. Next thing you know, he pulls out his four-wheeler and he's just doing donuts all up and down the street, all up in the cemetery. Fucking strange.
Yeah.
Real strange. I'm okay, this is getting a little weird. Next thing you know, I fucking see bright lights and it's a fire truck just backing up. Because, for my road, there's no way they were going to make that turn. So they, had to fucking do this weird, probably, 7-point turn. They're just slowly backing up into my road. Probably telling them, you got to shut that fire down. So anyways, the fire goes out. And then probably 20 minutes later, just him revving this car. He has, this fucking black Mustang with flames. Very gay. And just revving the shit out of it. Next thing you know, the cops come because, you're revving an engine at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
So this was it. So I remember waking up, I was stoned. And I told my lady, I'm what was up with the neighbor last night? I've never seen him do anything like that. And it's just I don't know. I'm okay, well, that's weird. Fast forward to New Year's Eve. We're sitting there, and I don't think you guys were with us yet. So I see this old guy wearing blade sunglasses and a Jeepers Creepers hat and a trench coat. Very strange attire. Very, very weird. Next thing you know, he turns around, it's my neighbor. He comes up to my table and he's just chugging this beer. He's I'm having a fucking great time. Slams it on my table.
Oh my.
And then just walks away. Then he's up at the bar. He's wearing his sunglasses, the creepy Jeepers Creepers hat, just doing some shit like this.
Yeah.
With a dollar bill hanging out of a fucking beer bottle. Very awkward. And I tell my lady, I'm I think tonight's the night. He's going to kill somebody. Everything is coming to fruition. The once gay neighbor that we thought was a killer, tonight is the night he's going to kill somebody because he's acting weird as fuck. He disappeared. But it's strange because we went to Denny's that night. The cum balls, everything comes full circle.
Yes.
We get home at 3:30 in the morning. There he is again. He's in front of his house with a sofa recliner, having a fire, in shorts and a shirt. It's cold as shit outside. This guy's just there staring into the fire.
Dude, I've seen too many movies. That sounds like a possession to me.
Yeah, he looks comatose. So I go inside. My sleep schedule's fucked right now because I'm a construction worker. I'm on my layoff season. So I'm at that point right now where I'm staying up till 4, doing nothing, and then sleeping later very like sleeping 3 hours, waking up, sleeping for a couple hours. It fucking sucks. But literally about 5 o'clock in the morning, there he is, revving up the fucking Mustang and Flames car. So I don't know who broke that man's heart, but you better fucking apologize.
You know what I'm starting to add up here too? You might actually owe Jordan Chapman an apology. That guy might have been shooting at him.
I was gonna say, I was literally about to say, Jordan is so lucky he did not end up in that guy's house. It would have been like a Mr. Blonde situation for Red
I've
Dogs.
been waiting for this shit, motherfucker.
Would have had that stuck in the middle with you saw playing while you're pouring with gasoline and chopping his ear off.
Well, and you say it about him having the guy living with him at one point. This is definitely giving some Dahmer vibes.
Yeah, like I said, like I seen it in the first thing, because I still call him the gay neighbor. Because I remember you saying, I'm like, man, the gay neighbor's being weird. My lady's always just like, he's not fucking gay. I'm like, you can't say that he's not, but we can't say that he is. So I'm just speculating.
Right. I have not seen him make love to a woman or to a man. So
yeah, you can't see me straight. You can't.
He does have a couple dogs. For all I know, he could be fucking his dogs.
Right.
Bestiality, you know.
Right.
Yeah, see him bring him peanut butter or something, you know?
No normal person is going to wear that attire to a bar. I can't get over it. Also, I can't get over Jay Collins' thrusts. That man, his dancing is grade A. I got to give him a shout out. He tried calling me the other night at like 12:30. I don't know if Jay's trying to like...
Oh, really?
I don't know if Jay's trying to make me a sneaky link, but I'm not into that stuff, Jay. Quit calling me at 12:30 in the morning, man.
Yeah, dude, he's a local celebrity.
Oh, he's a fucking national treasure.
Yeah.
He's like the little brother. It's like, man, I can fuck with him, but somebody else fucks with him. I'm fuck you up.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Jay Cullen, they call him Mr. Fremont.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
It is pretty cool that he's allowed to just go to whatever and just hit on women right in front of you. And it's like,
dude, the thrusting. If you've never seen this man's dance, he thrusts so god damn hard that if this, I don't know if he's sexually active, you know, maybe
that guy
maybe
fucks.
he's not. Oh, I'm telling you, I always tell people when I see it, I'll be like, even if I'm in somewhere loud, I'll word it. I'm like, that man ravages pussy. Ravages pussy.
It's way too much.
But it's funny because, you know, he is like a local celebrity and he always shows up to just random events. If there's an event in fucking Fremont, it doesn't matter if it's a blood drive, a fish fry, Jay Cullen might show up. It's just what he does. He has this slogan or this thing. He's like, you know me. I love that. In my mind, I would love for like, there used to be like a local wrestling thing in town. I don't know if they do it or not anymore, but they're doing like their fucking Fremont wrestling pay-per-view. And, you know, it's like the end of the night. It's like the main event match. Lights go out. Edge's music hits. You think you know me.
Ooh, yeah.
It's fucking Jake Cullen. Because you don't know him.
Right.
You thought you know him.
Yeah, but... Surprise, motherfucker.
I told you, hey, you know me, but you think you know me.
Well, you put in the hours, man. He put in the hours of waving on people on East Side, State Street. Isn't it the guy that did that? He's like always waving at people East Side State Street.
I think you're thinking of Crazy Ray. He was the one that used to ride his bike around.
Oh, okay. I know who Mr. Fremont is.
Dance at all the kids.
That's legit that you bring up Crazy Ray, because Crazy Ray is like a core Fremont memory. Like me being a little kid knowing who Crazy Ray is.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that guy in years. I don't know where he's at. So if he's dead, that sucks. But
Crazy Ray and Wayne Lee were just like, they were also Fremont legends.
Yeah. And Marky Balderrama. We got a few of them. It sucks that a lot of them are just because of drugs.
Right. But, you know, small town, you got to get your entertainment where you can.
Jordan's going to be one of those one day.
Well, that's
for the newer generation, he'd be the local crackhead that, he's our celebrity.
That man slept in my house.
Yeah, you could brag to people.
Yeah, like fucking
my locals, our locals.
You know, don't know if you know this or not, but he slept in my house and listened to me fuck.
Hey, who was that crackhead you were talking about?
I don't know.
No, the one guy you dropped his name. The guy that used to hang around like the middle school and shit.
Wayne Lee.
Wayne Lee. Funny story about Wayne Lee is apparently he was a prospect for the NBA back in the day. See, like he was like a freak.
I was going to say the story. I know exactly what he was going to say.
Yeah. He was like looked into it and everything, but you know.
See, I've heard that, but then I've heard other people like when I asked them about it, they're like, no. Like, so I don't. who knows what's true anymore, but I want to believe he was on his way to the NBA, hit, smoked crack one time, and was like, fuck that. Now I'm going to dance on State Street.
Yeah, part of some like CIA cocaine movement, trying to do some propaganda. Like, this is why you don't do drugs.
They're just like,
The MK Ultra'd him.
Yeah.
NBA, he sat on the bench for the Sandusky County Rebels. You guys know what team that is?
Is that like for School of Hope?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
No, it's funny because like how he said that he was a good basketball player. One of the stories I always heard is that like one day he just went into the old middle school, and I don't know if you went to the old middle school, there was that gym when he first went in, Gym A, or no, that was I think it was Gym A. Dude, but I guess like he just went in and just started hooping with like a girls' gym class. And I'm just like, hell yeah. You just imagine these like fucking 12-year-old girls. There's this frail fucking black guy come in and just fucking hooping on him and shit. That'd be hilarious.
Spend time with the community.
I remember one time I came out of church because my parents made me go to church when I was a kid. And I swear to God, Wayne Lee was going by and he saw my dad and he was like, Joe? And my dad was like, hey. And like most people appreciate and like worship their dad. But in that moment, I was like, Dad, you know Wayne Lee? I was so excited. Like,
know the site.
You know that guy? He's like, well, like, I think they went to school around the same time. So he didn't, he was like, I don't know him like that. And I was like, damn it.
No,
I thought I'd have crazy.
I think we ate lunch once together.
I don't know. I mean, you got to talk to Wayne Lee. He's like, I smoked crack with him.
I know. Wayne's got the real scoop.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, Joe Berger goes fucking ham, dude.
Watched him kill a hooker one time.
Oh, I hope my dad sees this one. It's like,
I spent so many years of my life trying to hide that from you, son.
I just didn't want you to know about
She
my
was
life.
suicidal, goddammit.
That was my life before you were born. Before you were born, I was running these streets with Wayne Lee, but then I had to get it together.
Now I got to put him down.
That's why I took you to church, because I was born again.
I told you not to talk anymore, Wayne. That part of my life is over.
He hasn't been around.
No, I know.
Ever since he said hi.
Ever since he said hi, that was the death wish.
Oh, he's getting too close to the family.
You can't let him out his list of people. He just crosses them out. Next thing you know, Wayne Lee's has disappeared.
Oh, shit.
For the record, if Wayne Lee is disappeared, I do not think Joe Berger should be as a suspect. You know,
In no way do we should imply that he did something to Wayne.
I heard Wayne Lee's doing great.
Yeah,
I don't want to look.
I heard he went to a bigger market. I don't know if it's true, but I heard he's in like Toledo.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, he's Cleveland. He's definitely a Clevelander. Toledo is still too tiny of a market for Wayne Lee.
I just feel like it's a bad idea though. Like, do you want to be like just one of the crackheads in Toledo, or do you want to be the crackhead in a small town?
I would love to hear like people that know like Toledo, like their characters, because for us being such a small place, it's crazy how many. We haven't even brought up Dirty Douche Lady. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but it's the one lady. I want to say her name's Jody. I don't know why I know her name. I'm lying. I know her name because she's on Busted. But fucking, I guess she would go to jail all the time, and she would always like try to smuggle in crack pipes through her hoo-ha.
Nice.
But no, she's the one that walks State Street, and she just, I don't know if you guys remember the 90s sitcom Blossom. It's a deep reference.
Yeah. I know I've heard of it, but
yeah,
I don't know I don't think I'm familiar.
Yeah, it's got the chick, that one chick that fucking hosted Jeopardy for a while. She was actually Blossom in that show. But no, basically she just wore like jean overalls, and she wore like this like French artist hat. And her name's Jody, and I always just called her Dirty Douche Lady. So another one of the famous Fremont cronies.
Yeah, and Bellevue has the guy that banged a picnic table.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
No, they talk about that every day in Bellevue.
Yeah,
that's all they got.
That's the news every day. Just
About
remember
that
that
statue.
That's insane, because I was like in high school when that happened. Because I remember there was a rumor. It's like, oh, South Park's going to reference that. I'm like, oh my God, that'd be so cool.
yeah. If only
Yeah.
that it was a big deal around here.
Oh, dude, I remember I heard that. I like loved it. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, was it a wood table? Like, there was some more questions that I needed answered
are there
before.
splinters?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And then I heard it was like close to a school.
Yeah.
So
What if it never happened? What if it's just like a story people made up?
I
Dude,
so
I'd be heartbroken.
I wouldn't want to know it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to know it's not true. It's like,
yeah, it's true. It's true. I don't even want to continue this.
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
just
I'm
like-
sorry. Sorry,
yeah.
buddy.
that guy really banged a picnic table. Wayne Lee really was about to go to the NBA, but then
Mhm.
smoked crack with my dad,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
the rest is history.
Dad ruined it for him.
My dad, but he had such a promising future. My dad was like, "Nah, stay here.
Don't leave.
Stay as long as you can. For the love of God, you got to cherish this crack. You got to cherish it."
I love talking about smoking crack.
I know, it is.
By the way, I've never smoked crack.
I know. I'm
It's-
waiting until I'm 80.
It's crazy because I worked with this guy. I say way too many personal stories. I don't think he'll catch wind of this. He called himself Matty Ice. And right there, I'm just like, that's gay.
Yeah.
He was an all right guy. But for somebody that would go out of his way to say, hey, I have never smoked crack, that guy talked about like smoking crack a lot. But like not for himself, but like stories.
Mm.
And like, it's hard. I'm trying to wind it back in where I'm going with this.
It'd be like talking about gay sex and be like, yeah, but I'm not gay though.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I'm
he,
just watching.
it's just like he would just make references to crack and be like, I don't smoke crack. I'm like, well, you're doing a terrible job of making me think that because you bring up crack at least 3 times a day.
Yeah.
So at some like you have some relationship with crack.
Yeah. Especially if you tell like stories like, yeah, I saw these guys smoking crack. It's like, I've never known anyone be sober just hanging around people smoking crack. Like I haven't gotten to see it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But like crack's not one of those things where someone's like, all right, guys, we've got a few beers, we got some crack, let's fucking watch the game. Like, you know, I've
Right.
never
Just
been to that.
casually smoking crack.
Yeah, I've never been to that party yet. But
See now, what if they start selling crack at like CVS or something?
Yeah.
That might happen, you know?
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, let's
that's what I
try
think.
it out.
I think that's the next step is legalize crack.
Right.
Because then all the chores I ignored while I was high on weed,
Mm-hmm.
finally going to get them done.
Yeah. Yeah. Be like an extreme version of like Adderall or something.
Right.
It's funny that you say that because I've known people in the past, I won't drop names for this, but yeah, they would have crackheads come do their chores because they would do it for a very low price.
That's a good idea.
Very low
honestly.
price.
And you're helping your community.
Yeah.
You know, you're
Hey, I'm giving him $5. Is he going to go get a big Buford? Maybe. But, you know, even if he gets a rock, at least, you know,
at least-
my shit's done.
right. I
My
got
shit is done.
Yeah,
Right. Helping them out.
absolutely.
And you got all that energy, nothing to do with it. Might as well clean my house.
Right. It's something positive for the community. Good all the way around.
It's back to me being envious of crackheads, you know, like they have all this energy, they get all sorts of fun shit, meet new people,
Yeah.
do fun shit, like go in people's houses.
Yeah. Crackheads definitely have way more like
Mhm.
close friends than
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like a normal
Yeah.
person would.
Yeah, I never have friends offer me crack.
No.
Ever.
No.
Not once in my life.
No.
Jordan Chapman literally started a brand new business that day and he didn't even know it. Airbnb.
I like it.
Yeah. Pay them for, hey, come check the security of
I
my
still want to know what's going through his head. Like, why would he just crash in your house? Like, there's like no explanation. Like,
I've
just-
racked my brain several hours, man, trying to rationalize shit. And I just came to the conclusion that I'm going to let it go
Yeah. he's-
because I would have to sit down and talk to him.
Yeah. Yeah. That conversation probably wouldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's like, do you remember that time that you broke into my house? He's like, you're going to have to be more specific. I've done that a lot.
I was banging the room
Yeah.
next door.
Which time? I was having sex next door. He's like, oh, yeah, you did great.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I remember about that was that you were
I
fucking.
absolve you of your
Well.
sins.
Thank you.
You cried a little bit afterwards, kind of weird, but you know.
But the performance.
Right.
It's the best 30 seconds I've
Yeah.
ever heard.
Well, so you said you were thinking about doing stand up this year. Are you?
I would like
look
to.
for like an open mic or something.
I think that'd be the route to go.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to just jump on a show because then if I shit the bed, it'd destroy any dreams and aspirations. I'd like to think that, given the time to write a fucking set, I think I could do it.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know,
Well, and I know we've been talking about like in privately that you want to try to get like an emo night going sometime for something.
I would love to do an emo night again. You know, I did it a few times, twice, I believe. And it was both times I thought it was a success.
Oh, it was fucking,
And then me and Moonshine had a little falling out.
yeah.
So that was my in with that. So
Yeah.
I have a couple other options to try to throw in together. We'll see. You know, I'll leave anything open. You know, maybe I can snake my way back into Moonshine.
Yeah.
Because Tom Curran loves money.
Absolutely.
So if I can go in there, I'm not going to talk to Tommy himself, but I'll talk to one of his minions.
Yeah.
And just be like, hey, I can make you a lot of money.
Yeah.
Let me do this.
Emos have money.
Yeah.
So cut my wrists and take my money.
They were losers when they were 15, but a lot of them grew up and are super successful now.
Right. Right. Or just very mildly successful, but have a very good drinking.
Yeah.
So they'll show up.
Tom Curran, he's really got rivals with like the card community. What's the opposite of the card community? The emo community.
That's
Come on,
right.
like, so make your friends somewhere.
Right.
you know?
Right. Yeah. You gotta get somebody on your side. And the emos,
They don't want to.
they're not gonna fight very hard.
No,
But
right.
but we will show up with eyeliner on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good ass time. And it's nice to revisit yesteryear.
Yeah.
To get and the first one I ever had, it was crazy to see it. There was people that came out that I hadn't seen in years. So it was fucking awesome. Would love to do it again.
Yeah. I hope it gets to happen again. We'll be on the lookout for that. We'll be on the lookout for you doing stand up and
We're officially in the fucking worst time of year right now. The back to work. I feel like the first Monday after New Year's is probably the worst day of the year.
I would agree.
What'd you say?
Like, yeah, it's the first Monday of the new year. So like just got done having that break, enjoying that time off. And I don't know, anytime I'm off for a while and then I go back to work, it's never like I feel like rejuvenated. It's like, no, I really enjoyed that time off and I don't want to be.
Oh yeah, the longer you're off, the worse it is coming
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, it's just, it is probably like the most depressing time of the year.
And then like, when's the next holiday? We have like fucking months before another
Martin
good
Luther
holiday.
King Day. But
We get that off.
we don't.
But no, yeah, it's that depressing time of year. It's fucking cold as shit. It's like grayscale outside. It's like all black and white,
Yeah.
mainly white because all that fucking snow.
A lot of people off themselves this time of year.
Yeah,
It's a good time of the year.
Might as well do it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm ending this on a morbid note, but I think
Just avoid the cold, you know?
be positive and listen to the Dumb Idiot podcast. You know, we can
Absolutely.
guide you through this rough, cold time. You know,
Yes, this is a good time to just sit in, stay where it's warm, listen to the podcast, and just
yeah,
relax.
and make that your resolution. You know,
Listen to us.
listen to us.
Listen
Yes.
to us.
And subscribe to us.
You will listen to
You
us.
shall listen.
Yeah,
I like that. That should
be guys' resolution.
Everyone's New
Yep.
Year's resolution.
Listen to more of us.
I do want to say 2024 didn't probably have a lot of great stuff happen, but this podcast was born.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's
Yeah.
something.
That is something. Yeah.
The world may be going a little fucking crazy, but we got something to do.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for spending 2024 with us. Spend 2025 with us. Invite a friend, tell everybody,
Mm-hmm.
show up, listen to what dumb idiots we are. Fish, thank you for being on, and we'll definitely have you on again, man. This was a lot of fun.
I appreciate it. I wish I had something to plug right now. I don't have anything to plug. But
Check out the socials.
yeah, check out, you can add me on Facebook. I like friends. Check out the Dumb Idiots podcast. You know, thanks for having me. It's nice. I haven't been on a podcast for probably like a year plus right now because RSB kind of went on hospice and died. So it's nice to knock the rust off. So
Hell yeah. Well, you always got a home here, buddy.
Yeah.
So, appreciate it. And thank you guys for tuning in. See you next time. Love ya. Peace.
Dumb idiots.